Hey guys, welcome into Amanda's Favorites. Today's video is going to be the Laurel Denise Academic launch. I have every single cover, every single planner in that launch. I have 12 boxes sitting here like this, you guys, in these beautiful boxes. These are the 3 sizes of boxes I have, and we are going to unbox them all together. Then I will prep them for the review, and then we will go through the review together. They're large size boxes, they're normal planner, they're original, the OG, and then we have the brand new portrait planner, you guys. And then we have their beautiful mini, and one of the brand new in this launch is the vertical mini. They have never done that before. So we have some very first ever done by Laurel Denise in this launch. We are going to get into it all together. Before we get any further, I want to let you know I have a 10% off code to Laurel Denise. The code is Amanda's Favorite. You have to enter that at checkout, but you can use it over and over again every time you purchase from Laurel Denise. So do not forget to punch in that code. And if you're thinking of picking up anything from Laurel Denise and you're not already supporting another creator, please consider using my affiliate link when you purchase. It only takes a couple of seconds to click through my link and it supports me more than you'd think. Let's open up the brand new portrait planner first together because I think we're all dying to see it. First of all, I am always impressed with Laurel Denise packaging, and I'm not even someone who is a super packaging bougie person, but I really appreciate their packaging. You guys, look at this. You always have their pop of their signature color, their hot pink, and then they have a new box design for every launch. So academic year is different from calendar year, and I love that. And their boxes match the designs of their planners and the colors for that launch. It is really fun, you guys, because most companies have the same planners and designs for academic year and calendar year, but these are different, and that makes it extremely fun. It almost makes you feel like you definitely need to buy something from each launch. You have her cute Laurel Denise since 2005, and then look at the inside of these boxes, you guys. Beautiful. Nancy on their team draws all their artwork. She is so talented. And this tissue paper is done by Nancy. They had some stickers that were this exact design. I absolutely love it. It's so calming, so peaceful, beautiful, the birds and the clouds. I always save some of her tissue paper and just I put it in my little Planner Perfect scrapbook where I save favorite things. Same with these little doodads from every launch. Every launch, they are different. Planners for the way you think, have a different artwork on the background to match that launch. I just think all these details take so much extra work, but that is how much attention to detail is put into the Laurel Denise planners. I see a lot of planners, you guys, and I really appreciate the amount of detail and thought into every aspect of their planners, and that just comes across in the packaging too. Okay, here we go. The brand new portrait planner, you guys. Beautifully protected in bubble wrap in your box. This is brand new this year. A spiral coil for them and a new way to see your month and your week at the same time. We will talk about all this artwork and get into it, but this is what we're going to get into. This is your new way to see your month and your week at the same time. A new version of the Laurel Denise planner, you guys. And you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the left. Same with your weekly page. Thursday through Sunday on your right. Same with your weekly. We're going to get into every detail. This is the cover of the portrait planner though. Now let's go through and open the rest of these together, and then we are going to get into the review. Next up, let's open a mini. This time they have some beautiful purples in their lineup as requested by their community. Really stunning details. This is the horizontal mini. This is fun for me too because I don't know what's coming up next. I would know if I looked on the back of the box, but I am choosing to be surprised along with you guys here. Oh, this is another one of the purple hues, but this is a much lighter lavender. This is the teacher planner. People might use this who are not a teacher. Homeschoolers, people who just have a Monday through Friday job that they want to chart out. Or you could bump a Saturday and Sunday here if you didn't have as much to do on the weekend, but you really liked the wider vertical columns and the division of the 5 boxes. Ooh, okay, that's an option. All right, this one is the other portrait planner from the size. Okay, I did not open this one, you guys, but I got stuff sent straight to me from Laurel Denise that were probably like some of their samples and stuff that they looked at. Hence why this one wasn't in the bubble wrap. Don't worry, yours will be. This is the other portrait planner cover. So in their portrait planner, they have the two covers, the color and themed cover, and then their matte black, which is a popular cover for them for those that work, you know, in a professional setting or people who just prefer matte. Look at this, you guys. You get habit trackers. You have notes room. This is new. This is amazing. I can't wait to test it myself. Next up, another mini. Okay, this is the new vertical mini, and that has that cute floral that matches the top of the box. The vertical mini, you guys, this was asked for, and since the horizontal vertical did so well, the horizontal mini did so well, they made a vertical mini. Okay, another mini. Let's see what this one is. It's this beautiful blue. I can't remember what they've named it. It's really beautiful. And some people with the plain covers like to stick like stickers on them. This is another vertical option in the mini. And during the video, we will talk all about different ways that you can use the different sizes of these planners. All right, another mini. This is your horizontal. I could see through the bubble wrap. Really beautiful. No, that is not the matte black. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like a purplish matte gray. All right, now we just have the OGs left. Let's see. This is a vibrant cover. Oh, I'm in love with this color. This is your vertical weekly. Then we have, oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna have to get these cover names. This is your vertical weekly, your other vertical weekly. And this one is your other teacher planner cover. Oh, lovely pink. We're down to the last two, you guys. Let's see what's in here. Oh, the fun, very vibrant, beautiful garden cover. This was named Garden something. I love it. Last one to unbox, you guys, I love this color too. Horizontal weekly. This is your other horizontal weekly edition for academic year. All right, these all start in July, you guys. July 2024 and run through June of 2025. I'm going to prep this review and I'll be right back. We are going to jump right into the portrait planners first, since that is their brand new layout. I know it's what everybody wants to see. We're going to talk just for a sec about the packaging. I just want to show you an up close of the box because, like I mentioned, there's no other company that does this for their two big launches a year that I know about. And I just think it's extraordinary, and it shows the measures they go to think about every single detail, and that goes into their planners too. But isn't that drawing from Nancy amazing? And this drawing, which is on a planner. So we will get into all the beautiful covers. I just wanted to showcase this first. If you get a box, this is just beautiful to cut out and use in like a journaling type of way. And I'm not even someone who saves wrapping like this at all, ever. But in this case, I do. All right, the brand new portrait planner from Laurel Denise. Planners for the way you think is really what the whole Laurel Denise brand is about. These are your two covers for their new portrait planner. They are both vertical weekly options, just two covers. It's their matte black, which they have in every single launch. So if you are a professional, if you are just someone who doesn't love a printed pattern design, or if you're someone who likes to put stickers all over your planner cover and make it feel like your own, then the matte black might be for you. Every planner comes with two rulers, and one is a scalloped ruler. It says you are also here, and your first ruler goes to an 8-inch mark and says you are here. So you have two rulers in this planner. We are going to actually go through the printed design. This one is called the Crowd Favorite. That's the name of this design because it's such a crowd favorite. And this is actually called their Evergreen design. So I was wrong. It's not called matte black. It's just their Evergreen because it comes out with every single launch. Let's jump into this brand new baby. Look at these coordinating inside pages here. I just always love the inside designs. And you guys know, I always say I pay attention to that because when my planner is open, that is what I see along the edge 99% of the time. Unfortunately, when my planner is in use, I don't see the front cover. I'm not someone who carries my planner out of the house every day, so I'm really not seeing the front cover. Mine is always staying open. Let's start at the front though. I know we want to see the layout because we're so excited. You have a nameplate page. This is the same paper, but I will show you a pen test that is in all the other Laurel Denise planners. It is 80-pound paper, except for your tabbed pages. Your tabbed pages are 120 pounds, you guys, which is basically like really thick cardstock if you have not used one of her planners. So your monthly layouts are both on tabbed pages. So these pages that get a lot of writing on them are 120 pounds. And when you turn to your next month, it's going to be completely clean. You won't even know you have written on the back of it because of being on such thick cardstock like paper. I already pointed out the 2 rulers that come with your planner and a big pocket in here, a really nice big coated thick pocket that would hold a lot, and another one repeated on the back here for you. Nameplate page, write your name in there big. Then you have a look at 2024 and 2025 at a glance. You have all your 2024 holidays, all your 2025 holidays. Since the academic year planner straddles both, it starts in July 2024 and goes till the end of June 2025. So here's the new layout. You can see your whole month at once. It's just different than the OG Laurel Denise planner. And you have daily habit trackers for the month. You have up to 5 habits you can track. You have 4 list spaces down here as well as dot grid here. You have dot grid repeated here and here. And I really do like the spacing on the Laurel Denise dot grid. It is enough space for me as someone who writes a little bit bigger to still be able to write in it comfortably and not feel squished. So you have a lot of notes room for the month here. And as you turn to your notes room, you also see your whole monthly layout for what's going on. Here are your weekly pages. You have Monday through Wednesday here with light lines. I also love her light lines. They are perfect to write on. You have a to-do this week list here, and your Monday through Wednesday is on the left, and your Thursday through Sunday is on the right. So it lines up with the days of the week that are above it. I love that they sent me a Sunday start too, so I can show it to you. You get to pick Sunday or Monday start in all of your Laurel Denise planners, but whichever start you pick, it's going to be the same for the month and the week, which makes perfect sense to me in her planners because the whole premise is you see your monthly layout and you see your weeks at the same time. But if you are a Sunday start pick, then you also have a Sunday start in your weekly layout. So think about which start works the best for you. Here's another trick. I have a friend who taught me this. She gave me the idea and it's worked perfectly for me. I am more used to a Sunday start on my monthly layout just because I think that's how most of us grew up in the US. But I've gotten more and more used to now in the planner world being able to use a Monday start for that because I would always choose a Monday start on my week. So I would choose a Monday start in the Laurel Denise planners because I need a Monday start on my weekly here. My brain cannot wrap around a Sunday being here, but my brain can more easily change to a Monday being here. And my friend Jana taught me to just outline your weekend. And I'm terrible at doing things neatly on camera, like because I can't angle the planner and move it how I would if I wanted to stay in screen. But outlining my weekend with a, mild liner, whatever you want to use. You could go down the edge there or you don't have to. That really helps me to see visually. It reminds me, oh yeah, this is a Monday start up here, so that I don't write things in the wrong place when I'm going on my monthly. This way I see my weekend blocked together. I've actually really learned to appreciate that. But I love that she offers a Sunday or a Monday start. And I've also seen people, if you like to block out your weekend just to see where the weekend is, you could draw a line here and draw a line here too, and you would have that blocked out. It would trigger in your mind, this is Monday through Friday. So if you are picking the Sunday start, you're going to have Sunday through Tuesday on the left and Wednesday through Saturday on the right. So that is a look at your Sunday start. And this is a look at your Monday start. I can see this planner being used by high schoolers, college students, by maybe people that the original OG Laurel Denise planner is a tiny bit too big for, but this one seems just a little more manageable. So this one, if you measure it on the outside, is 9.75 by 11. So it's a little bit bigger than a 7 by 9 planner. That's the outside measurement. Your page measurement is 11 by a little over 8.25 if you're not counting the coil room, but the outside measurement with the cover shut, they list on their website at 9.75 by 11. We're not going to talk about any measurements from the inside here because They list all those measurements on their website. They are so good about that. I love that. She won't have any questions about the inside measurements. Let me go through and fill out a week in this and let's see how it would look. Okay, guys, I didn't want to take any more time to fill in anymore. This box just came last minute, so we're trying to prep this review and get it up for you before launch within one day, or else I would have done a lot more writing pre-video time in here even. But this is just a little bit of writing in here and maybe a little bit of highlighting to be able to show you guys how this is going to look on the back of 80-pound paper too, because this paper is 80-pound down here, and this is the 120-pound paper. But you can see with all that writing on there that there is like no show through, no bleed through. If you have used the other Laurel Denise, the original planners, you know that her half pages that are 80-pound handle all the writing really well. So I selfishly decided to do all my writing in the Sunday start because you guys, I really think I'm going to jump into the Monday start and give it a try. This feels so different, but really amazing. Like it might be doable for me. And I really want to give it a try. First of all, I love the width of these boxes. So if you've ever felt like the monthly boxes on the OG Laurel Denise are a little too small, this width is increased here, especially for someone who likes to write out a little bit longer things like me. The line spacing is perfection, you guys. It is the perfect line spacing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell. Let's see, centimeter wise, it's a 1/2 centimeter. And that is honestly the perfect line spacing for me. I can also do 0.6 lines are great because I've measured a lot of planners recently and looked at that. But 1/2 centimeter lines are great for me too. You guys, there's 16 lines down here on your daily spaces. That is so much room for 16 to-do list items. And this is ample spacing. I told you we weren't going to measure all this because it's all on her website, but it's just under 2 inches, literally. Or if we're going centimeters to be more accurate, just about 5 centimeters. I love the to-do list column here, but you guys, there's more to-do list room here. Or this can be for a quote or for stickers. You have a look at your next month there for if you need to glance at your next month. You have a big header space here for, I would probably write like maybe main goals for the month or focus for the month up here, but you could also write a quote or fill it up with stickers or washi tape. I don't really know what I'll do, but I will keep you guys updated on Instagram with that. You can monitor those 5 daily habits. You have 4 more boxes here to think about. This could be your monthly list. This is your weekly list. This could be if you need more room for a monthly list or spillover, but it's for whatever you need. So work these boxes however you need. I'm sure it will take me a little bit of time because whenever there's a new planner that I jump into, it takes me some time to work out my new routine in it. And also, because this is such an out-of-the-box layout, it will take me a little bit of time on that too. But I really am going to give it a whirl. So after all your weeks here, in your month, you have those 2 more dot grid pages. I just love how with those open, you still see your month, your guiding light. Your coming in days and going out days are a light gray here. Your holidays are at the bottom of each day. And as we flip through, you can see what it looks like for different months. I definitely think I would put some washi up here to bring in a seasonal feel for each month. And let's see what you get at the end because we cannot spend the whole video talking about the portrait planner. Okay, you have a plan ahead column. You have July through June here. You have yearly wins. This also comes in her OG other planner. Yearly lessons, so you can fill in as the year is going. You have 4 graph grid pages and 4 dot grid pages, I believe. Yep, so still some notes room. And then at the end, you have this kind of year in review that you can fill out as the year goes on. Books I'm reading, things I'm listening to, happy moments, gratitude, hobbies, ways I'm moving my body, I'm excited for, and I am hopeful for. So that is the brand new portrait planner. I want to show this to you size-wise with her OG planner and with the mini. So if you put it like over the OG planner, okay? So with both coils hanging off and us not taking coil room into consideration here, the OG planner is just really a tiny bit bigger, like an inch bigger than this one. But this one is, of course, portrait layout, right? And this one is horizontal or landscape layout. So very different in that way. If you are not familiar with this Laurel Denise planner, you see your month at a glance. and you see your week flipping this way. So you see your week with your whole month, but this way. They're both really interesting, unique planners in which you can see your monthly layout, your weekly layout, and a monthly list and weekly list all at the same time. All right, next, we're gonna jump into the original, you guys, the OGs, and then we will do the minis last. You know what? I'm gonna change up what we're doing next. I wanna do the teacher planner next. So let's get right into the teacher planner, and I'm getting hot, so I had to get off my sweater, and I just noticed I have marker on my finger from earlier. These are the teacher planners though. The teacher planners come in 2 covers, Love Bug and Windblown. They are $50. We're gonna look through this one on Love Bug, but let's look at the Windblown cover really carefully. It's a light lavender. It's like beautiful leaves, the beautiful garden. So they took this other cover and put it on the inside of this Windblown one. That cover was called Flower Bed. I think it was influenced by Nancy's mom's garden. I watched their little video going over this, but I was doing like household chores in the kitchen or whatnot while I was watching. But if I remember correctly, beautiful. That's what it looks like inside when you're turned to a month and you see just the little edge of your planner. But let's go over the Love Bug. This is a really just pretty, I kind of call it like a rose color, and it says 24-25 on the front with just the gold foiling there, weekly and monthly views. And on the back of all your planners, it says approved by Laurel Denise with her signature. 2 rulers also with the teacher planner. The inside of the Love Bug is not a coordinating design. So your front cover on the plain covers give you a plain inside. So for those of you that don't love the busyness of a design or the color, you have your nameplate page. And then you have emergency info up here, like fire procedures, natural disaster procedures, lockdown procedures, helpful hands, medical info, transportation. You have login info if you wish to keep that here. Then you have before school, after school, and weekly routines. You have your holidays, 24, 25, special dates and events to put in for your school or your life. School year overview from July 2024 to June 2025. And then you go into the basic layout. Your layout here is being able to see your entire month and then your week at the same time. In the teacher planner, of course, it is only Monday start because you don't have a Saturday and Sunday included in your teacher planner. And therefore, the weekends are stacked Saturday and Sunday since you wouldn't be using it as much for anything here. And therefore, these boxes are a little bit bigger than your normal Laurel Denise planner because your weekends are stacked here. So here is your OG Laurel Denise planner in the horizontal if you'd like to see the box comparison when your weekend is not stacked versus when it is. If you love a vertical and the vertical columns in the vertical planner are too thin for you, here's a look at your vertical columns in the OG planner. So if these are just too thin for you, but you're like, I really need a vertical planner, think about maybe if the teacher planner could work for you. Of course, it's going to work great for teachers and homeschoolers and anyone who might want to use it just for work, just for their Monday through Friday job. Or if you work in sharing content or a YouTuber, you might be able to use this just for your work also because it divides your tasks into 5 boxes. Of course, that is your 5 subjects. And then if you needed to use it for Saturday and Sunday, you could draw a line right here and do Saturday and Sunday stacked instead of a this week list. But that is meant to be your weekly list. You have your coming in or going out in a light gray. You have your next month at a glance up here and a little teeny space here for a sticker or a quote or something motivating like that. And then as you turn your monthly pages, of course, in your planning, you can see your week and your month at the exact same time. The teacher planner, there is no habit trackers on the back of here. You have a dot grid instead for more notes room. And then for your monthly list or planning, you have all this dot grid space. You also have all this blank space right here. I love this teacher layout for so many reasons. I think it opens the door for people who need a vertical with a little bit wider columns. I'd love to hear down in the comments if anyone uses this who is not a teacher. Then as the planner flows, let me show you what's at the back of a teacher planner because it is very different than your other Laurel Denise planners. You have lesson plans back here. Lesson plan, date, class. You have objective, outline activities, resource materials needed, assessment, homework/readings. If I counted those right, you have about 15 lesson plan pages. Then you have personal development pages, which are just dot grid, date, and topic to take notes on. Those could also be notes from staff meetings or anything else. You have about 6 of those pages. And then you have your checklist pages here. You have about 12 of those or 6 2-page spreads. And then at the very back, you just have your look at 2025 through 2026. So this is future planning, the next school year ahead, and a little bit of notes room, and another pocket at the back that can hold a good amount of paper, the same as your pocket up front, and that is your teacher planner. Now, people new to Laurel Denise a lot of times ask about the half pages and how it is writing in here because they feel like there might be a big issue with the bump. I myself have used a Laurel Denise planner for about 6 months straight for my own personal planning, and I've been using it for my content planner for over 6 months now. So I have a lot of personal time in a Laurel Denise planner. And honestly, this bump has not bothered me because I pretty much just start my writing right here after the bump, right? And then I'll have like another column of writing here under these half pages. They're not really half pages, but that's just what I'm calling them. And so the bump has not been an issue for me. Then I've been asked, well, how is it going to fill in the portrait planner? Because the portrait planner is going to be different, right? Your book is skinny at the top and fatter at the bottom because of all of these half pages, right? So, of course, I have not used this yet. I just received it. So I can't tell you, but it feels like it's going to be okay because you're going to write on this last day. That is where the bump starts. So if you're okay with a little bit of writing, depending on which part of the year you're in, sometimes there will almost be like no bump there. But there is going to be a little bit of a bump feel on writing on those that last week of the month. But once again, it doesn't feel like a deal breaker to me, but you have to decide how you feel about that. I have always been able to use this planner, like I said, with no issues, just basically starting my column right there. Now let's jump into the OG planner and then the mini. If you are a vertical girl, you have 2 vertical covers to choose from this time. This beautiful cranberry tart, they are calling it. I love that name. And then the Jane and the Beanstalk is this one. This navy, beautiful with purple in there. Here is the inside of Jane and the Beanstalk, that awesome bird and cloud design that was on the tissue paper. And then you have the leaves here, and it repeats the same on the back end of this one. So that is Jane and the Beanstalk for your vertical. And then the sugar plum is just this beautiful sugar plum color and carried over on the inside. So once again, think about what the edge of your planner will look like because you are going to see a lot of your edge all year as you're working in your planner on both sides, and you'll see more of it on one side or the other depending on what part of the year you're in. So if you like to see a plain color or if you don't mind seeing pattern, think about that when you are purchasing. This is a Monday start, so we will look at what that looks like. The 2 same rulers come with this planner. You have your same yearly calendar pages, year at a glance, but you have goals and things to remember under each month. So you could jot down some goals for that month or projects and things you want to remember. 2024 holidays, as well as 2025 holidays over here. And then you have your layout. You have your next month at a glance in a light gray. You have a little space there for a sticker or a quote. You have your Monday start. If you pick Monday start for vertical, you have very, very light dotted lines, very light gray lines, which I love. So your whole page doesn't seem very overwhelming with the lines. And this is a very light dot grid and then a plain for your to-do list this month. I have shared in some of my past videos how I've used these planners. I used the vertical for a little while, but ultimately I switched to the horizontal for myself. We'll look at that one next. Laurel Denise does sell some time tape that can go in here. So if you'd like to make this a time blocking planner and go down with your times, be able to time block your whole day or just have appointments, you can purchase that time tape to go in here. These pages, once again, are thick 120 pounds. So that's this whole page, all your tabbed pages, which is a lot of space in this planner, you guys. And then these half sheets are 80 pound, which are still great paper. I have shared this in every other Laurel Denise video, but we will write on here with some dark colors and markers. Many people who use the Laurel Denise planner love 0.38 pins or not really above 0.5 pins because, especially in vertical, of the smaller columns, they just fit in there better. But look, I just wrote in there with thick marker and I actually made it work in a Papermate flare. And if you look at the back of this page, so here's another pen test page, you see absolutely nothing coming through at all. Show through, no bleed through. The 80-pound paper is great. It is a smooth paper. It doesn't have a lot of tooth to it at all, but it is also not ultra smooth. So you wouldn't feel it and be like, that's almost slick. You wouldn't think that at all. It's a really nice paper that takes all pen well, and writing on the cardstock is like a dream. And that's a huge part of this planner is the cardstock, because it is that whole page and then your whole back page here. So after all your weeks, you get 7 monthly habit trackers here to track habits. It's so easy to flip through because it's on the back of all your weeks and you can still see your whole monthly layout. You can have your monthly lists under here. People do the most creative things in this big space. They put all kinds of meal plans or books I've read. They divide this into different spaces. If you would like some ideas, you can check out the Laurel Denise Facebook group. Your to-do list for this month is this big blank space. I loved this area when I was using the Laurel Denise planner because for your whole month, you weren't writing all these lists. It was like your ongoing monthly lists and projects to work off of for the month, and you felt a real fresh start in that area when you turned to the new month and you weren't rewriting that every week. The Laurel Denise tabs are these little half circles. I love the look of them and the feel. They are laminated. They work perfectly to turn to your heavy cardstock 120-pound monthly page. When you get to the end of your Laurel Denise planner, this is going to flow the same whether you have horizontal or vertical. You have a plan ahead with your 2025 through 2026 academic year. So anything you're thinking of there, making appointments or days off school or airline tickets you need to buy, you can chart out here. Yearly wins and yearly lessons to fill out as the year goes on, which is something really fun to look back on. And then you have just a couple of 2-4 graph grid pages and 2-4 dot grid pages at the back. And then you have the books I'm reading, things I'm listening to, the same thing we looked in the other planner, happy moments, gratitude, hobbies, ways I'm moving my body, I'm excited for, and I am hopeful for. Now, Laurel Denise planners have all kinds of other fun things. We're not going to go through in this video. I went through these in my launch video for the 2024 planners, so we'll link that video down below if you want to check out these products. Her page inserts, her pop-in project planning pages, you can add these to your months in this planner for more room. Her little pips here, which are so great for lists. There's 2 others I don't even have here, or the front and the back of another one that are more open-ended ones. So these pop into her planners, and they have made sure to leave enough room on your coil for these pop-in panels and page inserts. She also has all kinds of stickers and new sticky notes coming out with this launch. I don't have any of that, but you can check out all of that on her website. And like I said, all those pop-in panels and half pages are in my last launch video for her. All right, this is the last of the OG planners, and then we will be into the mini planners. This one, I'm just going to show you the horizontal pages because everything else is the same as in the vertical planner I just shared with you. But we'll look at the cover. So this is your flower bed. These are your picks for horizontal, if you're looking for the horizontal, which is personally the one I use for my content planner and when I used it for my personal planning. So you have that beautiful navy and purple inside there. You would see the edge of that. Same pocket and everything in the back. And then you have the sugar plum. This is a beautiful color too. And the same on the inside pocket. Let's look at the horizontal layout. These are both a Monday start too, so I'm only gonna show you one, but I am gonna compare it to the vertical for you. Horizontal, you get your whole week, whether you pick Monday or Sunday start, starting up here, Monday down through Sunday. I love these big boxes to write in. I also love that when the horizontal is flipped over to just this side, you actually can see your entire week. Whereas in the vertical, you can only see Monday through Thursday when it's flipped. And then you have to flip it, of course, see Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. When I use the vertical, I actually left this part flipped out on my desk all the time so I could see all the way to over here. And it was no problem for me. Like I left this flipped out. So if you have that room, that is an option to be able to see your whole week out of view there. But with the horizontal, you could just have this side flipped out and you see your whole week. Over here, you have your horizontal continued Monday through Sunday. So you could divide this up in whatever way you want. Whether you want to-do list over here and appointments here, or if you want appointments here and to-do list here for the day, or you want your main things here and then you just want like dinner and maybe your kids' schedule over here. So there's all kinds of ways you could do it. You have your this week list down the side here. And of course your dates for that week up there. Your vertical, you don't have the dates for that week up there mapped out because you have each individual day taking up that space. So you do have quite a different look in horizontal versus vertical and quite a different function in each one, way to use it. But everything else in the planner is exactly the same. So there's a good look at your horizontal versus your vertical. When people are first coming to the Laurel Denise planner line, that's probably the hardest decision to make is horizontal or vertical, and then Monday or Sunday start. And then of course your cover, but there are only certain covers offered, in the vertical and certain offered in the horizontal. Let's move on to our minis. Here are your two mini horizontal covers. This one is called Cloudy. So it is not their matte black. It has a little bit of lavender in this gray. It's a really beautiful, calming cover feel. Cloudy. I love that name that they've come up with. And then this one is called Quite Contrary. Quite Contrary. This one is beautiful. This is your other horizontal. Look at those inside pages. I love those. Let's look at everything else in here is the same. So we're not going to go through the flow of the planner. It's the same, but let's look at what the horizontal looks like versus the vertical and the mini. You do have your really small monthly boxes here, and all those measurements are on the Laurel Denise site. It just starts right off. You don't have a header here, like in your big planner. It starts right off with your Monday or your Sunday start, whichever one you've picked, but the layout of the week is the same. Your weekly list. Once again, your habit trackers, though, you only have 6 here because that's what can fit in the mini. And then you have your dot grid space and your monthly to-do list. Everything is just shrunk down. The mini, I've seen a lot of people using it for journaling or a gratitude a day or a wellness planner. And we talked a little bit more extensively about all those uses in my launch video for the 2024 calendar year planners. So once again, that will be linked if you want to go there. There's the edge of your planner that you will see, but this is the flow of your mini and everything in the planner flows the exact same. The mini really is just so cute. It's very, very portable. And if you don't need a lot of space, you could just use this as your planner too. So it doesn't have to just be a second extra planner, for wellness or journaling. Or maybe this is your home planner and you have a separate work planner. There are lots of options, though, for ways to use it. A meal planner. I feel like the horizontal mini makes a perfect meal planner, too. Or a wellness planner with just like workouts and charting like habits and things in here is kind of like the perfect size. So that is your horizontal. And then we have the vertical. Before we talk about the vertical covers, let's just look at the difference. This vertical is brand new. They have not made a vertical in the mini, you guys. This is the first time. So let's look at the size of this. Here is your vertical mini. All the column sizes are on the Laurel Denise website, but that's about 0.75 inches or 2 centimeters. So it's something you could draw out at home and try because all the measurements are on their website. It's a Sunday start. We have a Sunday start here in your vertical. So you can see what a Sunday start would look like. Sunday through Wednesday is on your left, and Thursday through Saturday is on your right. This is the very first mini in a vertical. So there are both your minis looking at vertical versus your horizontal layout. Let's look at the covers that are your options for the new vertical mini. They call this Stamp Collector and Treasure. This is a really beautiful teal, a dark, beautiful teal. And this is a Monday start and the Treasure. And then the Stamp Collector, look at that pattern inside with all that pink. Beautiful. This one is your Sunday start. So these are your vertical options in this brand new vertical mini. I can't wait to see how people use this. I know there will be all kinds of ideas coming out. And some people do write teeny tiny, and they can write in these little vertical columns, you know, Dr. C. This is an 05 Pilot G2 though. So this is not even a 0.38. Dr. C, you know, at 130. I can fit that in that column there. So, and this is like a 0.5. I would be writing in here with a 0.38 for sure though. And then I don't know why I wrote that on a Sunday though, because we wouldn't have a doctor appointment. Dr. C at 1:30. Now, if I was writing big with a 0.5, I could probably only write 2 events on that little calendar day. But people who write small could easily fit 3 events with a 0.38 pen. In my past Laurel Denise videos, I have shared a lot more writing in these planners, especially in my personal planning, which I do in my quarterly planning updates here. And I have a playlist for that for every single year. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. We are going to wrap it up here, you guys. I'd love to hear all your thoughts down in the comments. I have a 10% off code always with Laurel Denise. You can use over and over again. It's Amanda's Favorites. Don't forget to put it in at checkout. Every time you shop there, you can use that code for 10% off. I also have a Laurel Denise affiliate link. If you click through my link down below in the description, it just takes you to her website. You still sign up for your account, but you are showing her how many people I bring to her. And also I make a small percentage of the sale. And that helps keep my channel going. So if you're thinking about picking up a Laurel Denise planner and you're not already supporting another creator, I would love your support. It only takes a couple of seconds and it supports me more than you know. I can't wait to chat in the comments. Have a beautiful day, friends. Take care of yourselves so you can take care of others, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.